and welcome to proCode. In this video, we are going to learn about file input/output. So let's get started with the video. First thing that this is the RAM. So RAM, what does RAM do? It helps RAM helps us to use something called files. So a file is a data stored then the actual question is, what is a file? So the answer would be, a file is a data stored in a storage device. So what is the storage device here? It is the hard disk, or say that SSD, or whatever you are using. So that is the storage point or storage device. Then a Python file can talk to the file by reading content from it and writing content to it. So now in this chapter we are going to learn that how we can make a Python file which can read and write with a file. Basically it can talk to a file by reading content from it and writing content to it. So basically, like we are the user, the programmer. So the programmer writes a computer file, a computer file, a computer program written with Python, which can read and write file. So now we are going so now there are types of file as well. So type of file, there are two types of file, and the first one is text files, which examples are .txt, like .txt, and then like .c, .python, etc. So there are many other types of file. Like this file itself is a example of text file. And the second type is called binary files, which are like .jpg, .dat, or .png, whatever you want. There are etc. So a Python has a lots of function for reading and updating and deleting files. So we are going to look at each one of it briefly. So let's get into it. So the first one we are going to see is opening a file with a Python program. So let me just remove these all. And to open a file using a file like a Python file, so now we first need a file itself to open it, or else what we are going to open. So I'm just going to the folder like Python. This is the folder. I'm just going to make a new text file, and it is going to be like this, simple as that. And then I'm just going to type in hello world in there. Hello world. So and then I'm going to just save it and close that. Now just get in, and you can see that this .txt is been here. So now we are going to write a file to open this file. So the syntax is called open, and then we open the brackets or parenthesis, and then using a double quoted and then we type the name of the file, like text this is .txt, So and then using a comma we are going to separate, like here we enter the parameter of what we are going to do. If we type in R, so it means that we are going to read that file. So read mode, like the read mode of opening or read mode. Here the file name, and this open is the function. So this is the syntax of opening a file in Python. Now we are going to look at reading a file in Python. So we can just, to read a file in Python, what we are going to do, sorry, is to read a file, or to actually make it work, to the opening file syntax or the any function or the later function which we are going to learn. So to actually make that work, we are going to like make a variable f dot open, and then the name of the file, this dot txt, and then by a comma separation, then we type in the mode which we are going to do. In case this is R, open for reading. So now we are going to make another variable called text, and then text, then f dot read. This is another function which reads it content. So we just type in read, and then we print its text. So it basically like it opens the file, this dot file, then reads the content of that file, and then prints the text of that file. So and then we close that file. So you definitely not need to just open it and run all the time. You need to close that file too. So this function do it for you, and this closes the file. So now here this is not a complete function. Now this parameter here, the parameter here goes like we specify the number of characters in read function, like how many words we need to how many characters we want this function to read. We have 2, hello and world. So just we are going to type in 2, and then we are going to like run that. HE, so HE, and like hello consists of 5 letters, HELLO, like 5, and then a space, then 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, world 9, 10, 5 plus 5, and then plus 1. So to print the whole thing, we need to type in 11 and then print it. So you can see that hello world is being printed successfully. So like there are some other ways of reading a file too. So this is the first method. I'm just going to comment it out so it does not make any confusion. So that is called read line. Like here we need to specify, I'm just here like f dot read function reads, like we enter the enter the number of characters we need to read. So we need to calculate that. So by using the read line command, we are going to, this prints read line 1, so it prints the first line or or one line of the file. So if I print that, save. Okay, sorry, I just need not to put in 1 in the parenthesis. So you can see that one line from the text, this .txt file is been printed. So now we are going to learn about or deep dive into modes of opening a file. So we have talked about the R here, parameter mode. There are, here we are going to look at the first one is R, which is for open for reading. Then second one is W, which is open for writing. If you want to update a file by writing in its content, you can do that easily by using this function. Then the third one is A, for open for appending. And the last one is plus. So the plus is called open for updating. So these are the 4 types of modes, and we can also combine this for reading the thing, and there is RB for reading binary content, for reading in binary mode. Open for reading in binary mode, reading, or whatever you want to say. And the last one is RT, which will open for which will read the file in text mode reading. So these are the functions. So now we have learned about reading a file in Python. We have learned about opening a file in Python. Now we are going to look at writing files in Python. In order to write to a file, we first need to open it in write or append mode, after which we write in write or append mode, after which we use the function which I am going to tell you about, which is, now we are going to just write in the file. So we are going to open it, f is equal to open this .txt. Then we need to open it in append or write mode. So we are going to open it in the write mode, and then after which we are going to type in f.write. This is another function for writing in a file. So f.write There is no rocket science applied over here. You can just check it out. What I'm going to add right in is like proCode. So, or subscribe to proCode. So you do it too, and then finally, or eventually, then we need to close the file too. So this will add or type in. So I guess now our file would have been updated. Yes, you can see that hello world is now being updated to subscribe to proCode. So, and there is also a with statement too. Now we are going to learn about with statement. So the best way to open and close the file automatically, if you want to close and open file automatically, is with the with statement sentence. With statement. So like to use that, I'm just going to comment it out. So use that, we are going to type in with open, then we type in the name of the file, which is text this.txt, and then what we do is as f. So here we just need to as f sorry, like this statement is now being recognized as f. So whenever we type in f, it automatically do that. The f dot read this is it. Don't need to write f dot close, it this is done, that is done automatically. So whatever we now here, it closes automatically. We can just type in the function what we need to write, and then even when at the ending, when the code ends, it automatically closes. No need to write f dot close. So this is it for today's video, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.